Hey, hope you're doing well where you are. My name is Brian Bolo. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I'll encourage you also, if you can, you go to my Facebook and please, I have a Facebook page. You can go there and add me as friend. I have some more videos on Facebook. I'll be adding some, I'll be doing some, I'm actually already doing some live videos on Facebook. I've got live videos also I'm doing on YouTube. And there's a lot I'm going to load on this channel that's going to help to help you. So this morning, I want to talk a little bit about why it is important that you release your potential. Every one of us is born with some potential. There is no one who is born empty. We're all born with some potential within us. Every human being who is born on earth is brought forth like a gift to his generation. So we are born with potential within us. Basically, what potential means? Potential is the capacity to develop or to become something better in the future. Even when a baby is born, a baby is not born so that he may stay a baby. A baby is born so that he may develop to becoming a man or a woman, to become an adult. So basically, every baby has a potential to become an adult. We are born babies, but we develop to become adults. So that capacity to become is what a potential is. That is a definition of a potential. There are many people who are not operating in their potential because of different reasons. I'm not going to focus on those reasons much this day or on this in this lesson. This lesson I'm going to talk mainly about reasons why you need to release your potential. Therefore, I'm talking with the assumption that you have realized your potential. This message is mainly focused to them that have realized, or even them who would love to identify or realize their potential, because these reasons are going to help you, are going to direct you in one way or another. There are many people who are sitting on their potential, they're sitting on their abilities. And let me say this, that the pain of regret is more than the pain of failure. The pain of not doing, the regret of not doing nothing about your abilities, nothing about your potential, is more than the pain of having tried and failed. I remember one time I had about a job opportunity somewhere. The job was well paying, and many people had told me that for this or that reason I won't qualify for that job. And indeed, if I went by what they were saying and going by the other people who are being hired, the kind of people and the kind of qualifications that they had, I wasn't actually qualified. But I said one thing: I would rather apply and not get the job than not apply and not and I'll be left like I won't have known what might have happened had I applied for the job. And guess what? When I applied for the job, I got the job. Yes, I applied and I got a job, to the surprise of them that told me that it's not possible. So I could have known the potential that I had if I did take the step of applying for this job. So what I'm saying this morning uh, to you is that we are all born with potential. So reasons why you must release the potential. And what do I mean by releasing potential? By releasing potential, what I mean is that is 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 uh is you exercising or you releasing that ability that is within you. You putting to practice something, whatever it is. It could be a passion, it could be an idea, it could be a dream. Releasing that to the world, putting to practice that which you believe. That is what I mean by releasing potential. Now, one of the reasons you must release your potential is that by you releasing your potential, you are exercising, you're putting to practice, you're able to make mistakes, learn, and grow. The benefit of making mistakes is to learn and grow. If you make mistake, but you don't learn and grow, then you better even not do whatever you're doing. When you put to practice your skill, your gift, your idea, put it to practice, you're putting it to test, you're able to learn, you get to know what are the pros and cons, you're able to know what are the do's and the things to avoid, and you're able to learn and grow. So that's one reason. So one, you must overcome the fear of making mistakes by taking a step, taking the first step to do whatever you ought to do. There another reason why you must release your potential, why you must put your potential to test or to practice, is that by doing so you're able to master the skill, you're able to master whatever you're doing. Because when you're at the point where your potential is only within you, at that point you're not a master of your skill, you're a master of your situation, you're not a master of your destiny. But the time that you release your potential, the time that you do something and you make mistakes, learn, grow, then you become a master. Not only become do you not only do you become a master, you also master that skill or that ability. And that is the point where you become confident in what you're doing. Yeah. Practice, exercising your skills brings you to a point of confidence and a point of perfection, or a point of near perfection. Yeah, I'm just reminded, rather I remember a story I saw on TV the other day of one old woman who is running a business where she builds traveling boxes, metallic boxes for students. And it's interesting. This is a very old woman, and this job is mostly done by men. But this woman is doing this job, and she's training men to do this job, and she was pushed into this by her life situation, her need to create income. Now, without her having tried to do whatever she's doing, she won't have known what she's capable of doing. But right now, she does not have financial problems. She's able to make enough money for herself and for others, and she's able to train other people on the same line or in that discipline because she was able to realize her potential. No, now you may not know that. Let me give you an example. A good athlete, a good runner, will never be able to know that he's a good runner without him getting on the track and run. He has to get to exercise, he has to try, he has to go through challenges, he has to compete with others until he becomes the best that he can become. And it's through discipline that he is able to become the best that he can become. So that's another reason why. Another reason is that your gifts and talents, your abilities, your potential is meant for the service of other people. It's not meant for your own service. No one has a potential or a gift that is meant for himself. That which you're born with, that which you have within you, that which you will release is meant for your generation. We are all born with abilities, with gifts and talents for our generation. And it's our duty to step up, to do something, to exercise, to be ready to make mistakes until we come at a point where our gifts and talents, our potential will have been polished enough to serve our generation even better. And if you perfect your gifts and talents and abilities and your potential, then you come at a point where you leave a legacy. You'll have a legacy out of you, out of releasing your potential. That potential that you've not released cannot become a legacy. Actually, without releasing your potential and your abilities, you're at a point of procrastination. You're a procrastinator. But if you do something about it, then that is something different altogether. You become a master. You become a hero. You become a legend. Yeah, another reason is that by releasing your gifts, by exercising your potential, putting your potential to practice, you're able to motivate other people. There are other people who simply by seeing your failures or seeing your successes, they are going to be motivated to do something about their situation. There are people who are equally scared. So if you step up, you do something, and you share your story, someone else is going to share to do something. He's going to change his story by doing something. Yeah. Another thing also is that your gifts, your talents, your potential is connected to your calling. It's connected to God's calling for your life. So the time you step up and do something about it, you realize you're going to have inner fulfillment, inner peace. You're going to have some happiness, and you realize that when you are in God's plan for your life, you're able to live a more fulfilling life. There are many people who are frustrated, who are depressed, though they may have money, but they're depressed because they've not been able to release the potential within them. They're not optimizing their potential. So the time you optimize your potential, you maximize your potential, then you become the best version of you. That means you're going to live a more fulfilling life. But if you waste the opportunity right now of exercising your abilities, what's going to happen is that in the future you're going to have that pain of regret. And the pain of regret is more than the pain of failure. Is the more than the pain of not having done anything about what you can do. Yeah. For example, let's say maybe right there you're a young man or a young woman, and you're at the point where you're a potential husband or potential wife. That's just potential as long as you are not that. The time you become a husband or a wife, then you get to a point where you're not just a potential husband or wife, you're not a potential manager or potential businessman, you become an actual businessman. Yeah, last but not least, your potential could be, and you releasing your potential could be the opportunity to transform other people's life. Maybe you are in preaching, maybe you're in singing, maybe you're in motivation, maybe you're in sports or whatever, music. When you release your potential, maybe through that you're going to transform one life. And actually, all our gifts and talents are about serving other people, about serving God, about transforming other people's life. Yeah, so maybe there's someone somewhere who by reading the book that you're going to write, his life will be transformed forever. By going through the counseling that you're going to do, by going through your ministry, by whatever you're going to do, when you release your potential, his or her life is going to be transformed. We are all indebted to our generation. We are all indebted to our society. Our lives and the lives of this generation, our generations, are going to be transformed. The time we are going to ask ourselves, what can I do to my generation? What can I do to my society? What can I do to my nation? Instead of saying, what can my nation do for me? Thank you, and God bless you.